Yo, what's up? This is Bibi. Welcome to a new episode in my channel. Today we talk about touring is my business. New episode here in my channel because here I want to reflect all my experience I live with my band Cryzix through 20 years of experience building my music career along with my mates with Cryzix. Making an international career, and I just want to reflect here all my learnings, all the thoughts I have, all the reflections I have. And today I was in the morning here. It's 7:13 in the morning. It's a Sunday. I'm getting ready for tomorrow, go to Hellfest, and I was just reflecting about this topic. How important is the adversity for a band's career? And let me just tell you this. Because I was reading in a magazine this story about System of a Down when they toured for the first time with Slayer. I think it was Europe. Yes, it was Europe. They were touring, supporting them basically when they released the first album, and they were telling how the crowd was so rude to them. They were like pretty new metal band playing an alternative style that no one was really into it yet, and they were supporting the biggest extreme metal band in the world, which was Slayer. So imagine Slayer fans, that for them it's like religion, Slayer, when they see an opening act like System of a Down. Imagine how they would react back then in 90 something or 2000 something. I don't know what was the year, but it would be between 90s and early 2000s. I would say 90s. And imagine how they reacted to this band. They were explaining in this interview, they were throwing coins and objects to the band. Meanwhile, they were playing System of a Down. We were doing these Nazi salutes to them. Like, yeah, they're very rude crowd for them. And it was hard. They were telling that it was a really hard time for them. Some shows, the singer Serge Tankian, he even stopped singing and left the show. So imagine the amount of pressure and tension that the band was into it night by night, every night, you know. And they were telling this, guys, that the cool thing is that they were expressing how this tour shaped the band. How is it today? You know, this is the tour that shaped them, that made them mature, make them be with more conviction of who they are, right? And I agree totally, 100% with this, you know, because these experiences that most of the people will tell, oh, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to experience this, I would love to avoid this, but even though I want to get the best in my field, it's impossible. You have to face this adversity because this is what is gonna build you. It's gonna push you to become stronger and more connected and more powerful of who you are. And I cannot remember how many times with Cryzix also with my band that for the ones who don't know, we are a band that started in Barcelona, in Spain, in a country where metal was not internationally really well seen. Okay, and we had to build a career from zero with help from no one. Being completely unknown and with no label, no management back then, we started from zero. And from there is where we build up our career, and step by step, we took our career to an international level where it made us play from Japan, United States, all Latin America, Europe, all the cool festivals in Europe, and build our name, you know? So for us back then, it was like an impossible step to achieve that, you know, because we didn't have any Spanish band who achieved that in the past. We were the first ones, along with other bands like Angelus Apatria. And we were like, you know, alone in this quest for bringing Spanish metal into the international map, right? And we had to face so much adversity, you know, from the beginning. And yes, because we didn't have like this label that, hey, yes, let's take this band and then let's put them in the map of Europe and let's put them playing here and there. No, we didn't have any of these of these chances. You know, it's like, okay, we have to do it on our own because no one wants to bring us in their country. No one wants to bring us outside of Spain, for example, right? And one of the first European tours that we had, I remember, it was like 9 years later or 7 years later, we had the first chance to tour Europe. And I remember that we had to invest money on that tour, okay? We had to, but it was our first chance. It was our chance, okay? It's our chance to go out in Europe, be in the map in Europe, and play with bands that are alike us. And we had to make an investment to do all this European tour, and we had to gather money to pay up front. And for us, it was like a quantity that was too much for us, you know? And that's when you say, okay, you say no to this, or you say, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna just do it, okay? And this is what we did, because we had this attitude, and we say, okay, let's figure it out. We will figure it out how we will manage to do it. And this is when you start thinking different, and you start creating new ideas. And we started to look for funds. We started for government culture funds. We started to also develop a very cool clothing line of t-shirts and everything, so we could make money up front. So we started to generate all these ideas to, okay, we need this amount of money, let's get it done, because otherwise we're gonna miss this chance. And this is just one shit example, you know, but if you don't put yourself in uncomfortable situations, it's impossible that your band is gonna grow. And when you face an uncomfortable situation, don't think that it's, oh shit, again, what a bad luck I have, right? No, what you should try to shift your mind is, okay, I have a new opportunity to be bigger than my problem, okay? If my obstacle is this, I'm gonna level up so I can face the obstacle and become bigger than the obstacle. This is the mindset that you have to develop. I remember that, for example, with Cryzix, one of the last crossroads that we had after working so many years with the management and the same label that brought us to this international map. Our label contract was finishing, so we were a little bit uncertain about our future, because we wanted to sign with a new label, though it was, you know, one of our dream labels that we were dreaming back then. But we were not happy back then of what we were doing, with the way we were working with labels, the way we were working with our management. We were not happy. And we had this crossroad, like, okay, do we follow the path and we sign new label through our management, and we get in this hamster wheel of we are not happy of how things are going for us? Or will we have the guts to close this door and fuck off everyone, we go on our own, we go self-managed, we go self-released, and we make things in terms that at least for us makes us happy, you know, as musicians, as professionals, and also we make it more profitable for us, you know. And this is a step that required a lot of courage, you know, and it was really uncomfortable, you know. It was very uncomfortable because it was facing a lot of things that we didn't face in the past too much. So we had to take in control of so many things, become like a full vision company, like, okay, let's make this fucking work, and let's make money, because we have to pay a lot of bills, and we have to, of course, sustain ourselves, which is the final goal for us, you know. And this was a very uncomfortable situation, again, that we had to, okay, let's do it. We will have to spend a lot of energy on making this work, you know. And if I talk in a personal level, of course, when I moved to France 9 months ago, this is adversity that I choose myself. I choose to, let's live in a new country alone, with no security in any, no job. I came to this country with no job, with anything like really planned. Of course, I know people here, and I have a lot of contacts here, but I came like, okay, life is giving me opportunity to come here to make a new thing that really deep inside of me, I feel like I have to move here, and I have to do a new thing here, and try new things here. And this was again a new uncomfortable situation for me, because yes, I was abandoning my former job, my security, my comfort zone in Igualada, my hometown near Barcelona. But now that it's 10 months or 9 months after I came here, I lived so many things, uncomfortable things that made me, as I said before, to level up myself and become bigger than my problems. And I learned so many things that if I come back to the time and I would not come here, I would lose so many lessons that life would give me here, you know? And I am super grateful to be here with all the lessons learned and the more lessons that I have to learn, you know? So if you are facing adversity right now, and probably you are, I mean, if you're not facing struggles with your band, this is a sign that you are not growing. I have to tell you this, okay? So the more signs that you are feeling uncomfortable and that it's sometimes too much for you, this is a sign that you're growing great, which means that you have to put energy. So instead of taking this into this perspective of victim role, take this perspective that it's a sign of growth. And this means that you have to now level up as a band, grow, invest time in yourself, invest time in the band, and try to grow and become bigger than your problem. Okay? Put all the work, you know, wake up earlier, get more info, action, make more action. Sometimes it's a lack of action that it's stopping you, or you're feeling like stuck, or you're feeling like that the problems are bigger than you. So put more action, put more energy, put more focus, you know, and where you focus, where you put the focus, that thing expands, okay? So focus on your band, focus on yourself, grow, become bigger than your problems, and you will face it. You will come with the ideas, with the things that will make you thrive and become and overcome the problem, okay? And if you need guidance, if you need some clarity, I encourage you that you send me a DM on Instagram at @bbplaza. And you send me a DM and you explain me what's your situation, and I will be more than happy to give you my thoughts, my clarity with my experience. And also I will encourage you to join the broadcast channel of Touring is My Business, which is also in the link here below. Okay, it's in my Instagram page. It's a channel where I put all these messages and my reflections, and I interact a little bit more closely with people who is there. And I love it because it's where I pour all my experience with my career, musical career. And yes, if you don't have Instagram, you have my mail there. You have a link where you can put your email, and I will send you emails weekly, okay? And this is the email of my course, Touring is My Business, which right now I am already doing it with some musicians, a group of musicians, where we are doing this first test where I'm giving them my knowledge, all my knowledge I'm pouring into them, and it's cool. I love sharing all the things I learned and all the things I can give to all the musicians that are interested and give clarity to them. Okay, so thank you for watching a new episode. Drop a comment if you liked, if you're resonating with this, if you want to tell me what is your struggle. Give a like here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.